Turning to news from the state capitol, with just 13 days until President-elect Donald Trump takes office today, the Biden administration presented California with $500 million for emergency disaster relief funding. It comes as Trump has warned he may withhold emergency funding for California if Governor Newsom does not change course on some policies. Capitol correspondent Eitan Wallace has a look at that, plus reaction from the Newsom administration.
You want excited money?
This is likely one of the final acts of the Biden administration set to impact the Golden State. The presentation of this check for more than $500 million.
1, 2, 3.
Say money!
The money specifically is allocated for disaster relief, set to eventually go to Californians who were impacted by winter storms that resulted in severe flooding, wind damage, and mudslides between December 2022 and January 2024. Presenting the check, U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development senior official Marian McFadden, here on behalf of the Biden-Harris administration. She notes while FEMA is in charge of immediate disaster assistance, this federal funding from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, also known as HUD, is meant to help rebuild down the road.
People are not always aware of the long-term component of disaster recovery. And that's where the HUD Community Development Block Grant Disaster Recovery Funds come in, because they stay with communities for months and years to ensure that that long-term work can happen.
California Department of Housing and Community Development Director Gustavo Velasquez vows the funds will go toward their intended recipients.
To most importantly rebuild infrastructure after these disasters, that as much as we wish they would not happen, it's very likely that they will continue happening.
But if and when natural disasters strike the Golden State in the future, not so clear is how President-elect Donald Trump would respond. Just a few months ago, while on the campaign trail at his Rancho Palos Verdes golf club, Trump signaled he'd be willing to withhold emergency fire relief funding if Governor Gavin Newsom does not sign off on Trump-backed efforts that supporters say will lead to increased water deliveries and water supply statewide. But opponents, including the governor, argue Trump's specific proposals will reverse protections for some endangered fish species and the environment.
Gavin Newsom is going to sign those papers, and if he doesn't sign those papers, we won't give him money to put out all his fires. And if we don't give him the money to put out his fires, he's got problems. He's a lousy governor.
At his budget preview Monday, Newsom expressed concerns about what could happen when Trump takes office and said there are several uncertainties that lie ahead for California.
Walking into headwinds, and as a consequence, we need to be prepared.
I asked those at this press conference if they are concerned Trump could withhold emergency funding in the future.
We are not worried because we are poised to demonstrate not only to Californians but to the nation that we are good stewards of these resources, that we have been in partnership with the federal government for decades, and we look forward to that ongoing partnership.
And so from here, the state will distribute the disaster relief funding to local governments. If you think you qualify, you're encouraged to reach out to your local elected representatives. Reporting in Sacramento, Eitan Wallace, 17 News.